makeup look is fabulous and I'm so excited to share it with you guys today. I am featuring some shadows from Deck of Scarlet. You guys have seen me use a couple of these, but I'm going to be showing you some in today's video, along with I'm going to be showing you more ways to use the Ultimate Neutrals palette from BH Cosmetics. So yeah, I'm really excited for this look and I hope you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. I don't think I've ever done a look remotely like this. I use a cool toned purplish, you know, taupey color on the lid, but I mix it with a warm gold as like a little spotlight, and I got, you know, I just love it. I have no lipstick on, just a gloss, so I'm really feeling this look, feeling the hair, I'm feeling everything. So if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we will be beginning with the BH Studio Pro Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette. I talked about this in my end of year 2017 favorites. So we're going with that today, but first I need to prime the eyes. So I'm going to be taking my Everyday NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. This is really good for preventing creasing. I generally just blend it in with my finger. I'm going to be picking up my Sigma E40 and I'm just going to be starting out with these two shades right here. I'm taking the first like vanilla shade. I'm just going to be kind of packing it everywhere. Going in with this shade right here. Just love how these shadows blend. They just blend so well, and just amazing transition shades in this palette. It's so affordable. That's why I talk about it. And same with the Artistry one. I love that one as well. The Studio Pro line from BH Cosmetics is phenomenal. By the way. Going into the next shade over, this one right here. I'm going to be blending it right over top of that other shade just to further define the crease and add a little bit more warmth. So pretty. So we're going to take a quick pause from that, and we're going to be moving over to my Deck of Scarlet Pro palette. I have some foiled shadows in here from Deck of Scarlet. I've got about 6 of them right here, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit on the kind of purpley taupe side. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here for starters. This one, by the way, is called Stephanie. I'm just going to be picking it up on a flat brush and applying it to my lids. I'm first showing you what it looks like without Fix Plus, because, you know, on these you can get away with it. I've used it with Fix Plus, I've used it without Fix Plus. It kind of just depends on like my mood, but I want to show you both. So this is what it looks like without Fix Plus. So I'm going to do this, but then I'm going to go over top of it and show you like what it looks like. So this is what it looks like without Fix Plus. I think it's really pretty. This is a really good color. I don't have anything in my collection like that's one reason I'm obsessed with this color, is I have nothing in my collection like it. It's the only thing. I could go through all my palettes, I could go through all my single shadows. It is the only one like it, and I love it. So I'm just going to take some Fix Plus. I'm going to spritz my brush. And really what it makes it just makes it a little bit more reflective. It doesn't increase the pigment per se. It makes it just more reflective. Like, how pretty is that shade? It's like a purpley, grayish silver. It's so unique. I am obsessed. I do want to wipe off my brush though, and I want to dip in to this shade right here, which is Raven. You guys have seen this one before on my channel, and I want to put a little bit on the center of my lid. Oh, this is so fun. Yeah, I've done a look with Raven before. It's a really pretty, like a frosty liquid gold color, which complements this perfectly. Like, oh my goodness, I am obsessed with my eyeshadow all of a sudden. Like, I'm all like, oh, Look how pretty that is. That is amazing. Back over to the BH Cosmetics palette. I just want to do a little bit more to the crease just to kind of blend it out a little bit. So I'm going to pick up my tapered blending brush from Sigma. This is the E35, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is a little bit more of a neutral taupey brown instead of a warmer one. And I want to add that into the crease just to add a little bit more depth. It's the same tone, just a little bit darker. And I'm going to keep this just in the crease. I'm not going to go up at all. The difference that lashes and brows make is insane. I did go ahead and do my brows just because you guys have seen me do them a million times. And I used my BH Cosmetics HD Studio Brow Pencil, which I'm assuming y'all don't want to hear me blubber on about, as I usually do because it's amazing. Best dupe for Anastasia brow is. We're going to be moving on to the face, so I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Serum. This stuff is amazing. I talked about it in my yearly beauty favorites as well. It's my favorite moisturizer to use before makeup. It's just so cooling. Oh my lord, I love it. It is so good. For primer, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Baby Skin. I've been enjoying this one a lot lately. I used it a couple years ago and then I just kind of moved away from it, and now I'm using it. This primer is just such a good alternative to the Benefit Professional for just blurring in those pores and priming the face. It's nice and smooth. If you have oily skin, I'm not sure how it would treat your skin because I've heard some people think it's just too oily feeling. I have normal skin and I really enjoy it. We are moving on to foundation. I'm going to be mixing the two shades from BH Cosmetics, BH Liquid Foundation, Naturally Flawless. Mixing the shades Sand and Toasted Almond. These two are my perfect shade. This has quickly become my absolute favorite foundation, you guys. I love this foundation so much. Of course, I do love my Dior Forever and, you know, my high-end ones, but because I'm a more affordable channel and I like to use affordable products, this is absolutely my favorite foundation. Really good coverage, really good finish. It is just a beautiful foundation. It's super affordable, really good packaging. It's amazing all around. So I just dot it all over my face and then I go ahead and blend it in with a foundation brush. Right now I'm using the Morphe M439. I'm going to be taking the LA Colors Contour Stick. This one is the medium contour, and then I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones, do a little definition here, down my nose, and I'm going to be doing it on my lip. I'm then going to be blending all this in with my NYX Pro BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. This has really high coverage, so a little bit goes a very long way. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit. That in. I still have so much from like one little squirt, so it's really high coverage, you guys, and a little bit goes a very long way. It is so affordable. It is my favorite concealer. Like, look at that. Okay, and now I'm also going to take the same concealer and I'm going to pat it under my eyes. Again, a little bit goes a long way back. This is probably too much, but we will make it work. Oh yeah, it's too much. So I'm going to take a little bit, drag it down here. Then I'm going to go here, here, and here. Still using the same little bit. All right, here. And I got extra. I don't know. I'll just pick it up on my sponge. And then I'm going to just blend it in. I'm going to be doing my under eye area last, just because if you let your concealer sit for a little bit, you know, not too long though to where it dries, but just to let it sit for a little bit before you blend it in, what's going to happen is it's going to start to settle. So it's going to start to, in a way, fill those fine lines, and then you just go ahead and blend out everything else. So you don't have to like wait very long. It's just when I'm blending everything out, I do it last. And I've noticed my under eye area looks a lot better. Like, look at that, it's flawless. This concealer, you guys, is amazing. I'm taking my Coty Airspun Loose Finishing Powder to set that with. So I'm just going to be picking it up on my sponge. The smallest hint of bronzing, like my contour is good itself. I just want to bronze up a little bit. So I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette in Caramel Toffee. I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. powder brush I got in a holiday set. I'll see if it's still available because this brush is freaking amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze up a little bit. We're going to be moving on to the under eye before I do my blush and highlighter. So we're going back over to the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to be taking a flat definer brush. I'm going to be taking this one from Sigma. This is the E15 right here. It's a short flat definer brush, and then I'm going to be picking up, I want to go in with this shade right here. Pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with the lighter neutral shade and the original blending colors, and I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to be going back into the deck of Scarlet Pro palette that I've been putting together. I'm going to be picking up the shade Raven again. I think it's right. Yeah, Raven again. And I'm going to be touching it on my brow bone and on my inner corner just for highlight. I'm going to bring it down a little bit over here too, just to really keep it nice and bright. I'm taking my e.l.f. Illuminating. I'm going to take, this is just a Royal and Langnickel Precision Angled Brush. I'm picking up the fairest shade, and I'm going to be putting it right here. This isn't a beaming highlight. This is going to give me that glow from within. Look, I put it underneath my blush and highlighter generally. Like, look at that. It's just such a healthy glow. And I like it because I can put this highlighter literally everywhere, and it's never going to look like it's too much. So if I want to like illuminate something that I don't want to be like beaming, like my chin, you know, it's really good for that. I really like this palette for that. It gives you that more like ambient lighting feel when it comes to highlighting, so I like it a lot. And then I'm going to be taking blush. Can you guys guess what blush I'm going to use? I don't think you can guess. Just kidding. I'm using the Shy Pink blush from Burt's Bees. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I'm taking this Wet n Wild blush brush. Such a pretty blush. Taking the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. This highlighter is kind of tricky. Like, you have to scrape off the top part, but then once you do, it's like, it's amazing. On this, it's supposed to be a contour brush, but I'm using it for this. Don't judge me. Thing on the docket is the lips. Pretty simple today, so I'm just going to take the Bare Minerals lip gloss, and this is in the shade Totally. Is it Totally? And that is it, my friends. Let me just set my face. Alright guys, and that is it for this makeup look. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I'm really feeling this look right now. Like, nothing is too much. I love it. I'm happy with it. And how you guys liking my 2000 hair? I highly recommend the foiled shadows from Deck of Scarlet. Again, this is the subscription service that they collaborate with YouTubers, but on top of that, they also have like a store and you can get like foiled shadows and stuff. I want to get a few more. Like they have this really pretty blue one that I want, and you can get these like little Z palette type things, but they're just they're pro palettes. So I really do enjoy these, and I will always recommend this. Everything on my face that I put on, I recommend. I think it's all amazing. I will have everything linked for you down below. Any coupon codes I can find, I'll be sure to hook you up if I can find any. But that is everything. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this makeup look, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Comment down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave if you're new to my channel. And if you're returning my channel, you are amazing. And I'm so glad that you wanted to take your time and be here with me again today. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Make sure you're following all my social media. I have my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and just go ahead and follow me there if you want to check out what I'm doing. Head on over to my vlog channel. I am a almost daily vlogger. I am back to it, and I'm loving it. So you can head on over there, watch a couple of vlogs, subscribe if you want, you know, whatever you feel like. But yeah, that is everything for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.